Showing some A presence, now back to B. They're going to explode. Heaven smoke, molly barrel, go.
Config's having none of that. Wasn't interested in one and done. He'd rather play for more.
Here comes the util.
See if Phelps is up for the challenge. We've heard from Vinny. He needs a bit of time to adjust to this tier 1 environment.
Smoke.
No heaven smoke, but no problem. They're in. It was unoccupied, and they're trying to go for a bait and switch at the back of the side. Oh, it's labored from Brolin. Gets nothing from that heaven position. They get no benefit from that missed smoke. Rez, however, he's hit a good shot considering he was on 5 HP this whole time. It sets Config up for more. Great shot into Henny. Just the head visible. And it's all he needs.
Vin game leader.
See what you got here on a... Yeah, the 2 players, and it's Config, the healthy one, to wade through that. And he's trying to bring the energy.
After that hero AK operating with a MAC-10 in hand right now. Phelps jousting with Brolin, who has got aggressive Hampus just sliding down the stairs. Did not look ready for that at all. Phelps a nice shot onto Brolin here, and now it's Headtrick in no man's land. Needs to be careful. Can be pinched on between this connected position. Vinny steps on out, gets the info, takes the fight, and goes down.
Okay, Headtrick, that was kind of given to him, and it's a way back in for the Ninjas.
Headtrick should continue to push here, right? He's got Config along for the ride, who can maybe even slink through the upper bathrooms or park the bus at long if Headtrick continues to walk, and the bomb is this far back, 50 seconds. Henny low HP could be found. Perfect rotation.
Rez is actually cheating over to A as well, so...
Phelps will be a freebie. Oh, maybe not.
Not at all. Phelps, another frag for him, 2 in the round, and it could even be more if he continued to linger, but it seems that maintains the AK, but that's Imperial getting onto the board nice and early. First buy after lost pistol.
They're running the bomb all the way back.
He's got his knife out, of course he does. And yeah, Config now. Ooh, expecting the trade. That would have been something. Some parkour to reposition.
Has to be B, but there's no one on B right now for NIP.
That's the headshot. That's what Brolin wanted. Another trade from Bolts as he does manage to get himself into the B site. Hampus has repositioned in time.
10 seconds.
They have to plant. If he times the contact right, he wins the round. Oh, Bolts! He's a man on a mission. He saves the Ninjas. Excuse me, saves Imperial from the Ninjas. Very different round. So Bolts, let's see this one. Impressive start considering the angle he's fighting. And then number 3 here is the one we're discussing. Bang. And Hampus is gone. The round is won. Magical start from Bolts. 3 high-impact frags to tie us all up at 2-2. 20 seconds. He's in the perfect angle for it.
Hampus might get to heaven in time.
Nose flash. No turn. Oh, but he still pulls the trigger, unloads the mag. Trade available. 1 and not done. Jota hits the shot necessary.
That is great trading right there, isn't it? Even though Rez gets one completely blind, Config chimes in. Hampus can't find anything. Trying to scurry on over in time. This is how wide. Oh, wow. Look at that shit.
Oh,
give them a pay rise.
Round.
Give the cameraman a pay rise.
Every single round. Wow. Yeah, I mean, you do lose the appreciation for how wide their screen is with the flash indicators we have. Doesn't need it. Bait with a tap. And that's the frag! Oh, I love it. Set up for success. Config, double trouble.
And that's what you need to do here. You need to give Config and Rez, some little missions over towards B. They're not unbridled. They don't have like a whole map to deal with. They have these little corridors.
And then Config comes around the corner, this foaming at the mouth berserker, just spraying you down. Phelps.
Yeah, okay.
Comfortable and cool head on his shoulders. It is a 2-man defense. And Brolin does not have the perfect weapon for this. Oh, Brolin completely caught out. He actually hit 2 Deagle bullets despite that catch. And now Hampus needs another. Phelps just passed him. 8 seconds, that's the bomb. He's won the round. Okay, despite all of that from Phelps, gave it a good shake of the stick. Config, triple. Hampus on the way.
You two coming over.
Trick first blood, has vision. 20 seconds, doesn't pull the trigger. The flashes were diligent, now they have the space, now they're closing the gap. Quick flick out of Headtrick's ult, but it looks good for the Brazilians.
Oh,
he didn't pull the trigger! Brolin maybe needs another, can't do it. 8 seconds, where's that bomb? Jota!
Oh,
Jota!
no time!
Hold on! They've lost the round! Headtrick clutches! And Jota feeling a little silly after that one.
Oh, I didn't realize he had the bomb. Still somehow has a smile on his head.
Hampus on the reclear. Oh, Jota caught off completely. Very nice work from Hampus. Long the focus. Headtrick actually like a moth to the flame, attracted to the fight and successful. Bolt's gone. Henny with the bomb, not for long, and it's all looking good in the hood. Vinny caught out before he could get away, and DJL bringing the hype to the AWPer. It's a boost versus a boost. Vinny covering his bases and his teammates. And despite the flash, perfectly placed crosshair and a boost right back punishes Rez.
Well, they know there's two here. An AWP and the booster.
Lovely catch, Headtrick. He just got a glimmer of Vinny walking out the monster now. Brolin surely on notice. He's saying, not much else here. Not much else here on B. Get your booty to A. Brolin timing everything on this. Spotted out, and deleted. More contributions from Phelps. Has the smoke, pushing through his config, and deleted by Jota. A 1v3.
Headtrick save.
You'd think with the AWP, you have to. Already something to be celebrating for Imperial. This is how Vinny got this frag. It was full blind.
Completely flashed. Wow.
Perfect placement of that crosshair.
Yeah, well done there from Vinny, right? That is a beautiful shot. Necessary from Phelps as well, and I know that it's deep in the site and it's late in the round, but it is the Phelps-Brolin head-to-head.
But that'll soften him up for any rifle engagements they have with Headtrick. It seems it's imminent.
Oh, now it's Bolt's turn here.
Is any flash in? Not in time. Headtrick gets Bolt down. An advantage held by NIP. NIP's Molly is cursed at the moment. I cannot not say anything.
Whoa, this push. Phelps.
It's Phelps.
Is he
it's
ready?
Phelps versus Brolin, baby. And this time Brolin does overcome.
Yeah, you can see him starting to line up his pre-aim there. Gonna get away with it this time, and Jota will rip his head off. 47 seconds left on the clock.
18 seconds and they're still not moving. Just in time, Henny needs around that corner, and he does. Still, Jota caught, and with 8 seconds, nothing to be done. Headtrick hits the shot necessary to preserve his life, his AWP, and convert the round. It's a bit quiet, isn't it? Short. Here they come. Oh, Rez takes down the tail of the snake. Vinny loses the bomb, and the rest falls into place. Headtrick, Hampus, all winning their independent duel. Needed a trade, and Headtrick provides it. Keeping that advantage nice and healthy. Headtrick looking very sharp. 14. He's having a game.
Happy with himself. The coach does a really good job, I think, of trying to be as uplifting as possible, but this was like a clothesline. You ain't going anywhere. Vinny, bomb gets dropped, and some good shooting from everybody from NIP there to lock down this B bomb site.
Oh, he's going to be there in time. They're flashing short. Rez. Oh, no support. Still isolate Brolin. Mission accomplished. They've averted the issue, and it's gotten better for Imperial.
But they know there was one more. They know Rez was long. So they could try and quickly take some space over towards B here, but quite scared. Think about how forward NIP have been on short in a lot of these rounds.
Hangs in the balance. Hampus. That's the bomb. Still alive and kicking.
They're
Vinny.
rotating.
It's unguarded. Should get through. Bomb to be planted safely. Time extended by Vinny. Config hoping for a jiggle. And that was the fight they get. Flash as well confirms it. Up to Rez. Chipping away at them. Last round, you want to give it as best a shot as you can. And Imperial, one hell of a T-side for their 7th. What a haul. Something to be proud of there, and a recovery for sure. 8-7, first map, all to play for. When it comes to your expectations of the Ninjas, but you can see what 1xBet's thinking.
Yeah, still got NIP as the favorite as we have a Biff in a battle. Phelps in his usual jaunt can't line the shots, but Hampus can, and maybe more bodies to hit the deck. His config also has a one-on-one duel with Jota towards the bathrooms, and Hampus might catch a timing here, slinking around the corner too. Big info. Yeah,
and treating himself to an armored P250, now opts for the USP.
Oh!
Sorry?
Yeah, he's... Headtrick's gonna throw a heaven smoke. Did he do it? He did it!
Ladies and gentlemen, Heaven is smoked and Headtrick is fragging. Puts himself tied with config at 15 apiece. Keep going.
I thought we were about to spit in some bars, and here comes the drop.
Honestly, it felt like the beat.
So get rid of that. Shout your head trick. He will do it without any worries. He's coming, and he's gone. Henny. That explodes like a watermelon, and now it's just bolts to find. And Hampus, well, the Hound, sniffing him out. Bolts will get one, and done. Ah, the dog's back. Here he is.
Was that a bark? I had
No, it's a bark.
It's a bark.
All of Blast, he just barked, because I think it was Pro League last season. Oh, Hampus. Pro League. But here come the ninjas.
That's off and executed. That's diligent flashing.
Beautiful.
Config needs a trade from Head Trick, and he can't get it done because Phelps and Bolt will do it all. Just when it looked like it was a little too much to ask. Not for Phelps and Bolt, not at all. Between the two of them, all 5.
Vinny's got a molly at the ready.
Oh, ahead of it. Did he get Config through? Shaping up nicely. In. Oh, and Phelps escorted out. The flashes from Hampus. Back-to-back brilliance.
Henny can drop a silent stem 4. And Jota might want to drop across an MP9 or something of the sorts here. But NIP...
Realize he's probably overcommitted. Doesn't have the info to make something like that happen. And now he's going to take that fight. Just as he averts his gaze. Adjusts nicely. Ready for the trade. Config just holds on. I think it's the mollies.
As we have 3 players on the site with 20 seconds left, NIP gonna have to hit some big shots.
Oh, Rez issues now, tagged, legged, and should be body bagged shortly. Henny zips it up, and it should be the round 14 seconds, but Config another. Little bit of space, little bit of hope, can't hit the quick flick. Config doing it all on his own.
Plant, no
and
time.
He can't shut down. Bolts again. Bolts an impact on this site in moments like that. That's back-to-back rounds. He's left with 3 kills. Vinny. Flash reveals the orb, but doesn't deter Config. Nice again. The Bolt's impact is felt. There's a double kill upon entry. NIP feeling their wrath. Roland, stubborn, meets Bolts again. Thriving in the CT environment. Head trick, headshot, good damage, and now Bolt's very, very low. Head trick and Hampus, a potent duo.
No Jota though. That means right now, Henny and Bolts can just pause for a moment. Allow this flank to come in.
Smokes are up. This is where the NIP will start to navigate. Henny's positioning, primed and ready to punish anyone that descends. Hampus. Wow, it's actually Head Trick's pre-aim. Glorious Head Trick. 3. Call that a Head Trick hat trick.
But Jota's undetected. They're not expecting this. They're not expecting this at all.
Yeah, completely not considered it. Actually, you say that. He does have a look, but he goes down. Head Trick will be kept honest. Jota to reposition Hampus. Jota, no kit.
He's got time to silently clear this out, though.
Right. And Hampus could be exposed if the timing will once favor the Brazilian, but no.
Just around the corner.
Oh, Jota! It's going to be a tight defuse.
Well, you'd hope he has the music on here. They're pretty comfortable with this.
Ooh.
Looks more than happy with that. Yeah, just catching Hampus right there. I thought he was going to make it up the stairs, and you can see this one coming right down to the wire here. The sound effect and everything.
This is going to be fun for Jota. Look at that. Just a nice little massacre on long. Phelps has got him covered, so we can go farm some more. Hampus. With that Desert Eagle, he profits the first. Phelps wants to go and finish the job nice and neat and tidy. The whole squad are charging towards Hampus's location. And a top spin Pokeball. Jota, loud about that one. It needs to be sold. It's not enough if you just turn around. I say that as the contact is felt and Vinny gets away onto Rez. Repositioning, Bolts in support, falling into place for the Imperial defense. And yeah, Head Trick, he's hitting every shot he takes, but there's no time to convert. And Jota will find Hampus as well. Will Head Trick leave with his AWP? They're louder now, they really is. We've hit a break point, Chad. Death stare as soon as that glass opens. 13, they have the leg up, they have the advantage, and Vinny charges into Rez, perfectly set up with the flash, but that is absurd.
Gets away here, so A, extremely fortified as Config steps into Henny. 3-on-5 now.
Damage onto Jota. Head trick could be.
They're going to have 4 players at A.
Look at this, the orb entry. Molly Jota back, hoping that the reaction from Jota is a cursory glance. They are stacked here. And it's surely just going to fall into place. Oh, no problems at all. 5 alive with 14 on the board, and Vinny started that. Very avant-garde. That's enough. Bait. Oh, the flash doesn't mean Phelps is unknown, and Hampus actually
they won't
profit.
expect Jota.
Most definitely not.
Oh no, he does.
Head trick, how are you so alert? Advantage NIP, but up for discussion right now. The bomb going down truck side. Awkward retake.
Bad round for Imperial to lose.
Very bad. And Config, this is that Jota head-to-head. And he does behead the Dane. Do you go for this?
Oh, you do now?
You certainly do now. Brolin's gone as well. Headtrick only has a deagle. Rez the same. What are you supposed to do? They're coming for you. They've spotted him out on the jiggles. Headtrick.
It's a bad plan.
Down. And definitely their round now. It's all helpless. Rez has nothing to contribute. The defuse will come through. And Imperial secure 15. Depart.
What do they think's going on here? Vinny has early info B.
Oh, Config, he's given him a leg up now. What does Vinny overlook this? He's holding the angle perfectly placed onto Hampus. And he's continuing to be so consistent. Oh, and now Rez is dead. It's all hanging in the balance. Headtrick gets the necessary frag to extend play. Bomb loose. Bolts leaps in like Superman. Flies into Headtrick, and there's more to be done, but he cannot get it done. A miss from Henny, and we go again. Counter-strike continues.
Yeah, finally some impact from Brolin there.
The whole map up for discussion.
Bolt has a smoke. As soon as Vinny takes contact, Bolt is going to block them with the smoke.
There it is. Smoke comes through. Molly in. Forces him back.
Side of the
spraying in. Oh, he's burnt down. A 4-on-4 established.
Great
off the flash. Leaping through it. The ninjas weather through the flames to facilitate the plant. Phelps can't get him in the smoke.
Oh!
What? Jota can. Headtrick down. Yeah, sure, the bomb's down, but it's up to Config and Rez.
That was a 4v3.
To take us to the 30th round.
They're going to go for it now, surely, right?
Stampeding in now in sync. Config, that's the angle. That is the angle. Clean on the first, but immediate trade from Henny. Rez, quiet game, all to play for. Both of the He's gone! Imperial, take it! And take NIP down a peg. A loud victory from them. And contributions from every single one.
Oh, right there. 4-on-3 situation. I'm calling the save. 2 kills out of nowhere. Imperial picked this one up 16-13. Their own map choice.
Jota, 24 frags. Vinny and Bolts as well. So much credit to that second half out of Vinny.
They're throwing a decoy at red here. Not a smoke, so looks like they want to push and fight both sides of the server.
And he's ready for it. Phelps just welcomes the duel, and at least Henny trades. It keeps it nice and level. Ooh, there's more to be had. He can't quite find it. Hampus can.
Henny's locked out.
With Jota gone, yeah, they're running out of options. That bomb will go down. Bolt's wrapping around. We've got Vinny and Henny coming in from CT. And as the smokes fade, you got one on the CTs. That's going to lock 2 players behind the smoke in cave. And Bolt... can't believe his luck. They're busy boosting. Manages the first, takes the second with the dual Berettas. Now a really uncomfortable pistol for Hampus. Handles a nice one onto Henny, clotheslines them. It's 1v2, not comfortable at all. And on the defuse, held by Bolt, he has to be precise, and it's clean on the first. Headtrick clutches up. And DJL joins in.
Main push here. Rez has an opportunity to farm up a couple.
Head. Needs to have his hand on the mouse. Molly, dink through it, loses it without a single frag. Not bad from the boys of Brazil. It's up to Config to pick up the slack. They're trying to run him down using their numbers. He tames the spray nicely, and Config does what Rez couldn't.
All right, well, farms the full eco ace. It still counts.
The 2, Jota slowing down as well, but it's Vinny. Right place. Not quite the right placement of the bullets. Brolin down. Bolt's quick to surprise. A second as well. They were really unprepared for that one. And Config has to do a whole lot more with that Galil. This time against weapons. Oh, nice shot. Beats Phelps to the punch. Up to Jota. Yet to frag on the big box. Noted. Oh! And a great headshot onto Hampus. Config now has to do it all, and they know he's donut. Jota would have loved to take the fight instead, and yeah, not going to happen. A 3-0 start for the Ninjas, and listen to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about,
it's
right?
Very conscious.
It dropped off a lot within that, and I'm sure it's easy to drop off when you're not winning any rounds, but yeah.
They need something more.
They might just contact the ramp here with Head Trick watching over towards Long.
And that's Phelps.
Oh, great job.
Rewarded. Both go down, and the round falls apart for the Ninjas. He heard that reload, tried to punish Phelps. Jota safe to hold the short side, and there's nothing to be done here.
Head Trick.
Yeah, with 20 seconds.
Now, we'll see if they can buck that trend, because we've been talking about how much on this map, you know, the give and the take, they take this area, we push this area, they can have Donut, we'll take A main. Smokes, flashes, even Molotovs available. Bolts. Looking for a cheeky gap, gonna cop a cheeky death. Straight into the crosshair of Rez.
Patience rewarded there. No one has bitten on this bait twice now. There's a good flash. Confirmation of presence at the bare minimum. Phelps down. Henny to hold. Can't stop the bomb now. Orb confirmed. Jota, a good frag onto Brolin. Maybe they keep going forward on this. Jota, he's threatening. Vulnerable to that head trick swing if he was to try and take contact with Hampus.
No kit. They're going to have to get out of here. Trying to find safe passage to do so, but the door's been locked.
And now Henny's lost his AWP as well. Rez, more than a door locker. Kicks it down. And leaves with 3 frags and a round.
It's a bit harder to...
Imperial find their second round if you were following the laws of Counter-Strike. The Brazilians with lesser guns doing something ridiculous.
What on earth, Vinny?
Like that! A knife kill to start off proceedings with a double AWP MP9 buy.
What the hell was that?
If Hampus loses his AK, that's a scary weapon in the hands of Jota.
He shouldn't go cave. There's no need.
So 4 versus 3, but the AK taken out of his hands immediately from Brolin. Another high-flying round from Brolin. A second important frag contributed. And perhaps Config's death is going to be avenged. Head trick, quick to the draw on bolts. Lane clear, he says.
Guys, you have 2 orbs again.
Yeah, let him have it.
Let's save these, shall we?
Oh, wow. Vinny's on special sauce right now.
Go again, Vinny. Almost. Running out of bullets, just 1 left. Henny's going to get it. So damage name of the game, apparently, but losing 2 AWPs. That's on Brolin's menu. Whew. Takes down Henny. Vinny gets away. Vinny's like the money-making merchant here, isn't he? Swag 7 kills, knife kills. The guy's just
farming,
planting seeds and
harvesting.
Yeah, that is quite the... Here it is. Here we go. So he comes out the smoke with the AWP and gets...
Flashes.
Okay, comes out, Config blind. Hello.
This is the shot. And finishes it out.
They might need to go to the ancient mid-smoke school.
Oh, wow. Great eyes on Config.
Yeah, well, if you threw your smoke properly, that probably wouldn't happen.
You have a point. And NIP have a sight. Now, Donut is smoked off, but by the time that fades, the bomb's halfway through the A halls.
Yeah, very good space here from Hampus, and Phelps isn't looking. Phelps isn't looking at all.
How have they not considered this? So fast from Hampus. Oh, the double! A flawless one-tap into Phelps and an adjusted spray. He could have found Henny as well.
Ref, throw in the towel. Let's get to map number 3, shall we?
Completely different ball game here on Ancient, isn't it?
So they're playing with us.
Is this our first taste of it as well?
For Imperial, yeah, we haven't seen them play this map
Okay.
just yet with this. You know, this is one of these things that's like these teams coming into this event in the black box.
Right.
How prepared can they be? Yeah, okay, well.
And Henny did.
What, Brolin?
Yeah. Brolin goes a little out of character. He's actually, whoa, in CT spawn. And now applying pressure from 2 different fronts. They're worried about head trick, but Vinny relieves the pressure, and it all falls into place for a second.
Okay, well, it starts here, doesn't it? Hampus, 18 seconds remaining. Would love to do some more damage here if he could. Plenty of cash in the coffers. Jota deleted. He could just be a nuisance here. It doesn't matter if Hampus goes down after time. Not a big deal. And he might not go down at all. So, yeah, he wants to fight. He really want to offer another rifle up. Then he finds a secondary AWP again. And there you go. You took a timeout. You win the second.
Jota wants that first contact. They still establish an erector boost. Config running away. Headtrick misses the panic shot to respond. He does pull it out with the Glock, but Hampus has gone cave style. Henny was exposed. Brolin faffing around with his nades. Now there's one hiding plain sight. Flashed in. Bad from the flash. Good for the round.
Wait, they're going to get towards A.
And they are going to have a double up retake.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd be seeing the A site this round.
Pivoted very quickly there.
Didn't they?
Extinguish and go.
Charge. Vinny, he's doing a lot right now. Applying some pressure, some scrutiny. Oh, and there's a 1v2. What have you got for us, Headtrick? And no scope to start. Hey! Olé! Headtrick up to 10 for the Ninjas.
AWP on AWP action right there, and Headtrick stands up, steals another high of winning a round. Finally gets all taken away. Headtrick's Glock on the trade comes out, the no scope to Vinny, and Henny just around the corner. Happy with that one. As now they don't have a kit either.
Deep smoke into Donut. That is terrifying.
Still have 3 mollies they can deploy.
Henny's done well to give him something to talk about. Campus dead. Util dumping. This is such a hard retake.
One more molly in play here for Config as well. I don't think he's going to use it. Barrel stuffs Vinny. The next stop is Bolts shipped on down to 19, and he'll finish him off as well. Config having a field day, changing guns and knocking them all down. That's round number 12. And Config's in beast mode right now, the Berserker. He wants map number 3.
And Headtrick will go down, but the glory is all theirs. Plenty of cash, and one more round to find 13 on this T side. Limited resources for Imperial. Brolin has spotted him out now. Vinny again. Takes down Config this time. Heavy scalps being taken.
Surely a third here.
Most definitely. They're already crawling behind you as well. And Headtrick has no information as he takes that first glance. Will he take a second? Too far gone now. He's quick, but Bolts catches him by surprise. And Rez in a 1v4. And we're locked. 12 is a fantastic haul. Will it just be a formality to take us to the distance and take us to 3? Stay tuned to find out.
Well, Brolin, he wants to get it done right here, right now. The Julie's at the ready.
Flash from Headtrick, he'll have a look off that. Phelps full blind. Vinny, though, plays anti and delivers an opening. Can they find a pistol? NIP, 3 out of 3. And Imperial, they want to fight. They bring it into cave. Didn't clear their corners. Hampus is laughing at him. That flick. Gross. Revolting from the Swede. Config's still alive. They're coming for him and gunning for him. Nice shot out of Bolts.
Yeah, might get their first pistol here. Bomb down 1 on 3. Rez. 2 pistols at the ready.
And an understandably passive hold.
Might find... Oh, I was going to say might find one. Not anymore. Ramp takes contact first. Now Rez is scrambling. He gets 2 kills, but doesn't have any time for this.
Yeah. Style points for sure. Rez gets 3 down.
And
bye. There's no way. Really? Yeah.
Oh, I died there? Okay, yeah. Well. It is going to be B.
It's going to be Brolin. Tucked in on Bucket. Good. Oh, great. Into the heads of Vinny and Phelps. Managing that AK spray beautifully. And Config put with the pièce de résistance, 7 seconds. Jota and Henny. Not much longer here for this round to conclude. The 13th comes through. No one's found him. Oh! Saved by the clock.
A flash of him on the screen there for a moment's notice. Really good util usage here. Just blocked to the top of the ramp with only 16 seconds left. No option but to flash and hope as they just peel them apart here. That AK used to get there immediately and poof, gone right in front of your eyes, just like this round. Config's nade onto Phelps, Joe to low as well at 14. Pretty much confirmed.
Unless they forget A exists. Seems Hampus and Rez have not. Boosted up, spotted out, and Vinny quick on the headshot.
Oh, Vinny just blocked his teammate's smoke there.
What happens to Donut now? Rez is going to have a full vision. And Config can flash for that engagement.
Yeah, after the molly fades, watch this. Oh, maybe not even.
He knows they're looking. Oh, spotted out. Great work from Henny. The bomb will go down. They're recovering.
Boys.
They're recovering. It costs them an arm and a leg, but Vinny burnt to a crisp, and his teammates get the bomb out.
Oh.
And maybe they could leave with the round. It's only Henny though, and yeah, Rez had the info. Damage was done. And 14 on the board for the Ninjas in Pajamas. It is the coolest seat we've ever had for a casting desk. And it seems 15 is a couple more clicks away. Headtrick, Brolin, Hampus, every single member finding one.
I think this type of round kind of sums up the half here for Imperial. Misunderstandings of how to play certain scenarios, so NIP leaps and bounds ahead of them. On Ancient at least. Nuke will be that third and decider as we're just one more round away, and Config continuing this fantastic form. 22 kills, another banger of a map for him. I think this is all she wrote.
Certainly feels that way. Config up to his usual antics as aggression is caught out. Good to see Phelps fighting Config at that initial engagement. Spray through the smoke rewarded by Hampus. So mid shut down. Brolin.
They have to respect this.
Just through the smoke. So it's confirmation. It's like it's extra juicy. Yeah, he's going to throw out all of his
they missed another smoke. They missed a donut smoke.
At least they've got a gap to walk through.
It's going to be used
it's
against
them. It's going to be awkward as hell. Yeah, it is. Look at that angle. You're not pre-aiming that one. Do they boost? Yes, they do. And it's straight into Hampus. Try and explain that call out for Henny. He's up over the smoke that we missed. And yeah. Bomb is in their grasp. No one's looking at Donut though, so Jota does catch one by surprise, but with 13 seconds, it would have to be some magic. Does NIP secure it? Okay, Nuke, it's locked in. Grab yourself a drink, tell your friends. It will comes down to a third map in this advancement game. One spot, two teams.
He's starting lower deck, and P250 of bolts. Spots one out towards the heavens. All five down secret. Keep it simple, stupid.
Well, Hampus. Wolf, I thought he was looking for info. He gets Henny's head. And now Config descends the vent. Hard fight now. Oh my goodness. Look at the damage. Vinny hanging on by a single nerve ending. 1 HP.
All right, well, smoke can come out here to grant access to the back of the site. Hampus, doors open, mate.
What can he do to disrupt this? Oh, Phelps just pushing into him, and he greets him with bullets. More to be found. Info on Jota as well. Don't forget that Vinny, 1 HP. Hampus, 2 frags so far. And oh, sitting duck. Brolin collects the headshot. Now to fight this is a big fight for Bolts to win. Up for debate now. Brolin on the floor. Time ticking. And not ready for the off angle. Jota profits nicely. A misplaced crosshair from the Swede, and now it's taking shape for a Brazilian pistol.
I thought Jota had fluffed his lines right there, didn't he? First bullet not connecting, took him a couple. Headtrick has no chance in this round here. Bomb too far gone. Moments from Demise, and Zach happy to make a bit more noise this time round.
Yeah, no golf claps here. That's a big injection.
Well, unless they follow through, Hampus is ahead of this, Alex.
Yeah. So in terms of this, all of this time, Headtrick dead. Hampus, perfect placement of the crosshair despite the flashbang. Phelps is caught.
They know it's a fake outside then. Could turn more attention towards this A site.
Yeah. Oh, but actually picking up the rifle could have cost him his life. Gets away with it for a moment, but the bodies do drop.
Still plenty of time, 40 seconds. No sweat on the brow just yet.
Config actually had an opportunity onto Jota, but that's gone now. And a clean round. Henny's going to be happy with that one. That's 3 in their second round conversion and keeping 4 alive as well. Oh, and Hampus goes looking. He actually has confirmation of not only Vinny, but Phelps as well. A one-man yard hold.
Calm, considering how much pressure there was.
Very cool.
Phelps quite truly beelined it with that smoke wall into warehouse. Got there what was seemingly undetected. Had the sound cue of Hampus falling off the box, and then got caught off by one
audibly descending into the site.
Phelps is a great timing here, Alex.
Lips here, bro.
A great timing.
Rez, free food. Head trick doesn't react, and this round is glorious. Brolin from behind, a flank on the flank, and a bomb to be denied. Oh, he's done it. Now all up to Hampus. He set it up on a silver platter, though. That's the layup. It's time for Hampus to hit the slam dunk. Skadoosh. Happy with that one. Well recovered, considering the way in which Phelps caught that timing and the damage he inflicted. Brolin and Hampus piece it back together again. Hampus hears it. Config tagged up heavily. Hampus' reaction is just in time. Look at that. Distraction. Oh, Brolin needs Hampus to deliver. He can't finish the meal. Henny, 1 HP on that one. And Config the save.
Another save.
Yeah, has to be.
Oh, wait, a kill back. Bomb's not down yet.
That 1 HP finished off. Nice work from Head Trick to keep him interested.
Round's just changed.
Yeah, and Bolt is investigating down as well, joining the only healthy
Alex,
member.
the time.
They can still get that bomb down. It's impossible for them to disrupt directly.
No one's on it. No one's planning. Guys, someone has to plant the bombs.
5.
Guys,
4.
I don't know if there's time. This is going to be real close.
They got it just in the last frame.
Conversation for round number 8 here. But again, impressed. Phelps taking that duel, understanding what that means. If you're Hampus, you don't want to stay around and take that fight. Initially taken towards Secret.
Over the top angle.
Another different smoke wall.
Yeah, and he's trying to piece it together, but he's exposed to that silo. Jewel adjusts into Vinny, knee-jerk reaction. Phelps is dressed, and it's back to a level pegging. Oh! Brolin up the ladder, great on the deagle, and forces them, propels them down the ramp.
Well, there's ahead of this. No one's here just yet. Dropping down the vent is going to be Brolin. A lot to consider here if you're Imperial.
Here's them. Good idea as to where they're coming from. Brolin left, short-changed. Jota bests him a 2-on-2. Jota's looking sharp, but so is Head Trick as a 1-on-1 emerges. Rez versus Henny. Loud about this. Advantage Rez as he tracks him. Through the sound, Henny hits the war key. Information confirmation with the door.
Born in intent, mate. Didn't close the door.
Oh, but Rez takes too long about it. And Henny, gets the info, fires off the shot, Rez will close. An opportunity presented itself. And Henny.
Down to some pistols and 1 AK.
Yeah, dropped by Vinny. I went to art school of CSGO. Phelps down. AK on the floor. Vinny still manages to contribute. It's short-lived. Config will make it a second. Ooh, good reaction out of Head Trick. Jota's element of surprise now squandered.
They know exactly where the AWP is. Oh, and Bolt has been found.
Less potent now. Playing upon the fade. Rez is staring right at him. Set for success. Maybe overlooking Henny here, but no, cleans it up nicely. Rez, some heavy contributions, getting himself back towards that positive KD as we are.
Knows he's been hit, so he's worried about the blood splatter on the wall. So what could it mean?
Oh my God, Phelps accelerates. Rez needs to react, and he does so well with Brolin's help. Down the vents though with the bomb, and 3 members get down there. Oh, this is a very different looking round now.
No util though.
Head Trick should have a shooting gallery in the absence of Molotovs and smokes, and now Hampus as well applying the noose from behind, tightening now around what was quite a potent descent down the vent. But falling flat in its conversions. Vinny spotted on the ladder. Should be a free frag for Hampus. And the Bolts 1v5. I think it's an order a little too tall. Up to 8 now on the defense. This is a recovery from the Ninjas in Pajamas. They are...
needed to make sure he got that one upgraded. And he found it there in the end. And yeah, you're right. I agree. Like the recovery from how this one started very shaky, but now extremely strong. And we've been talking about the energy of this team. He's going to skewer them here.
Or not. Not on Phelps' watch. Swats away the aggressive AWP. Mistimed on the molly. Brolin dead as well. And just as we discussed, NIP's recovery.
There's 2 on B.
Imperial respond with 2. Man advantage. How long will that be for? Hampus, ready. Shakes things up. Aggression. Henny in support. Config held at bay by the smoke on Decon. And with Rez actually activating onto ramp, now things get interesting. They are pincering in. Smokes will be fading. Time aplenty. Bolt doesn't necessarily need any help because his teammates are doing all the work. And forces Rez away and down into a 6th for the boys. Yes, some legacy on the screen as well. SK Gaming's back-to-back 2016 and 2017. Bolts, of course, familiar.
Res debate for him as well, but that smoke's still up on the fade. Might go overlooked.
Config, power position, profits. And from Hut, they do manage to take down Red. Petrick lets it go. Config saves him. More to be found though. Vinny should have him, but Config somehow pulls a second. Hut clear, he says, and oh, Hampers. Can't believe his luck. Bomb delivered to his front door. Had to get off there and get the round done. 9 in the bag. Ninjas in pajamas and Imperial a single half for the final spot at the group stage of IEM Cologne. Stacked. So are the odds against Imperial. That's a very close game here on our 3rd map. Let's see how Jota handles this as they're coming for him.
2B.
Yeah, any perfect position for some good headshots here. Ready's his aim and already catching flag. Brolin gets them both.
I don't think he was ready. I saw him pull himself closer in the chair in that moment.
Oh, dear. An head trick onto Phelps just for the final finish. There's nothing to be done. Every single member of Imperial left empty-handed.
Running all over them here, and
there you go.
Config almost kept it clean.
The exemption to the rule. Maybe any more from Vinny.
Let's see. It's the Vinny 1 on 5.
The Vinny 1 on 3. And it could have been 2. Oh, nearly finished off Rez as well. I can't believe he's still alive. Gets time to reload, and this time, Rez finishes the job. DJL.
Yeah, see Henny and Jota here just getting overrun. I was looking at Henny's cam as he was getting pushed. Like the fight came so quick, it felt like he got caught off guard by it. You're right, it is a strong position, but it didn't feel like he was ready to accept those duels. Jota is going to need some help. I know a lot's coming. This is very loud. Yeah,
it's very brazen from NIP. No secrets, and Jota done. After the 1, Henny tucked in, overlooked by Headtrick, and doesn't kill him. Maybe Phelps can clean up, and he does. An important and impactful double. Now Hampus, he's not the weapon for the job. Doesn't even get the chance to pull the trigger as he's caught in transition. Rez versus 3. Bolts on the reclear, good and set for it. Impressive adjustment, but the damage was done by Bolt. Puts Rez into a very uncomfortable scenario. Maybe the M4 is a more valid save. Yeah, just Henny's going to be super grateful that Phelps got both of them there.
Yeah, Jota's so annoying, right? You're not expecting anyone to swing the door open as you're trying to scale, and Headtrick to get the double was beautiful, but nobody able to make good on his 2 frags. Brolin getting caught off guard, and a good response here from Imperial. So they will keep 2 alive, but it's still quite touch and go. Lobby aggression as well here. Good move from Imperial.
Adjusting really nicely. Jota! That is revolting! Just the tips of their heads, and now he's dead. Perhaps there's more for the Ninjas. Very light on time. Still feet planted on the top side. It's only Bolts even within touching distance of disrupting the plant. Util through. They have to be good about this. 15 seconds, lads, and okay, low HP is Config. Bolts doesn't quite finish it off. Stralis plant, hard to stop. Near impossible when Config's hot, hitting another shot. 2 frags from him on that low HP, and now a 12th round secured.
This is so difficult for Imperial now. Just ripping off those scalps, but it wasn't enough. And the energy only coming from DJO right now. The rest of the NIP boys focused on the task, but take us back to Overpass. Imperial came alive. Managed to shut them out, right? If I want to give a little bit of hope late in the evening here. Propelling NIP his energy.
Wow, so obscured by the flames there. Brolin couldn't see him at all. It leads to 2 opening kills for the defense.
At this point, you'd be saying, hey, they need a round in any fashion, but they need a round with at least 3 players staying alive here, Imperial. It's a pretty damn good start. Deep deep squeaky smoke deployed as they find another. Multiple bodies take the step out, and Hampus is found here. They're not giving them a whole lot of room to work with.
And they're perfectly rotating into this. There'll be two here. Make it only one or none. Config and Head Trick combine for a one-on-one.
Blink and you miss it.
Just like that, 3 frags from NIP to completely even us out. And now we get a full duel with very high stakes. Bolts, an opportunity in the clutch.
Wants to do this as quietly as possible. Finds himself a smoke, sure. That's not too bad. You would love to have found a kit here somewhere as you traverse down towards B, but that's not the case. Head Trick will get the sound cue.
Oh, the door! He had all the time in the world to adjust, but perhaps caught in his head. Bolts, says Imperial, have a lot more to say. And this is a lot of aggression. My God, he's got the whole team. He takes one with him. Look at their health. Bronnen and Rez, ooh, left wanting. As Bolts' shots, they're connecting. All to play for still.
Hasn't taken any contact yet, and at this level of Counter-Strike, NIP should be expecting this lobby push. But right now, it's a 2-2 split of the defense, and Config with perfect timing can't hit the shot. Vinny's going to find him. Brolin onto Jota, and they're running into B.
Had his knife out, no trade available. Henny delays with the flame. They return the favor, but really uncomfortable for the two of them.
Ben's so scary. Look at Bolts.
And Vinny was there as well. No one's ready. Bolts will spray through, and Zach gets a little louder now. 9 in the bank. And Phelps, Bolts are doing it again.
Yeah, this is the thing. This is another almost free round. NIP went for something more direct, something a bit more of an uppercut. They didn't want to go slow. They didn't want to try and play the rotations. They tried to brute force their way in with a top pop. Brolin and Head Trick dead already. 3-on-5 situation. That would be from a 12-8 and what, a 13-7 scoreline? A 13-8 scoreline?
Yeah. Well, this one's most definitely locked in.
2900 lost into the next. A plant.
Impossible.
Yeah, and that would have really been quite the happy helper.
Maybe not. And Phelps secures it, and the belief is swelling right now.
And just as we saw Phelps get that opener, he's currently 6-3 in that department. Oh, almost a double.
Could have been the collapse. Now Henny needs help, and that's what Jota's here for. Great connection. We'll take down 2. And there's more where that came from, as they can see just throwing their bodies into Jota. He racks himself up the quad kill, and now it's a 1-round game. DJL hands behind his head. Henny poised, focused, aware of what's in store. Safe from the flash, and the perfect weapon to collect. Rez down, Head Trick eats lead, and Phelps with a final flourish. 2 remain for the Ninjas, and 30 seconds to piece it together. Config ahead, separates 1. And Hampus trying to join in with 28 seconds. Vinny tactically delays, and then hoping for this late ramp arrival. Hampus, safe, spotted. Vinny, ramp, noted. Trying to delay, time half gone, Bolts arriving shortly. Config unprepared, but still adjust immediately, immaculately. And they convert what Brolin started. A little bit more of a roar from the troops. DGL doing everything he can to try and keep the mojo flowing, because that's just one little taste, and they need 2 more. Henny though, look at this position. He's anticipating this. Imperial anticipating this, and shuts it down. It wasn't Hampus.
Textbook. Angle, kill. Molly, fallback. Beautiful work from Henny here.
An implication from the scalp alone that there's more behind it. This angle from Phelps. Hampus is aware of it, but can't best him. As Imperial counting on Phelps for more. It's not looking likely. Config isolates him, and Rez in the meantime goes walkabout. Takes Bolts down on A. Henny hitting every shot he takes. Maintains form, thriving in the pressure. Advantage seized by that AWPer.
Looking at the util, the problem is they can't block Decon door with a smoke, and Vinny's here, he doesn't realize it.
Now they know.
That's one back.
That's a gift. Vinny's going to be punching the air if he watches this one slip away now from the sidelines. Plant required. A necessity. With 10 seconds left, they extend the clock, the door's blown off, replace the flame, and try and find a post plant. Henny hitting every shot, sure, but is he ready for Rez? Yes, he is! Henny 3, Head Trick in the clutch. to secure 15 here in Cologne. And Henny has relocated his Jota steps as well. An idea as to where they both reside. Pre-aim spotted out. Now he's surely a dead man. They can defuse. He just has to cover. Posted, fragging. Henny comes up trump.
You see that roll right there? This is the Henny. This is the Henny. This is the guy.
Oh, I love it.
This is the passion. This is what I'm talking about. Him and Jota sitting next to each other. They've got that fire in the belly.
That gave me goosebumps,
and
man.
a massive round right there, letting them know they're not done just yet, and this game ain't over.
Incredible scenes from Henny. Such important frag. Every single one of them. Like, you can't take a single one of them away. And let's see Jota's reaction to Henny's monologue. Yeah, I thought he'd like that.
It looks like a back sight molly he's about to throw here. Yes, indeed.
And oh, locking it down is Jota. It's his turn. His moment in the sun. And Vinny, walkabout, still adjusts. Hampers down, and it's looking perfect. Only Brolan can make an impact here. Head trick as well. Chance to plant, perhaps. This is going to make a huge difference. And it does go down. Perhaps a conversation about the round. If Headtrick can snap into these main players. Vinny spotted out, executed. Headtrick, so much damage. Maybe Brolan's got it in him.
It's not planted for him.
Depends how long they take it. Phelps just holds it here. He's just holding it. He's holding it. He's holding it. Problematic. Can't see the defuse. And that's the end of the round. He'll take both of them down. Leaves with the AWP as well. But another step in that direction. Tied up. 14-14. You could say the same about the Ninjas.
Yeah, they used everything to go for that top play, and they were just blocked.
By a single smoke on hut. And now it comes down to guns. Oh, Brolan gets away with murder onto Vinny, and the config is activating as well. Bolts has given up the goes. Spots out Jota. Not finishing it. We need action on main. Phelps contributing. Oh, and Phelps again. Hampers looking for him. He hasn't have the bullets, so 2-on-2. Look at the mess they've made. 1-on-1 as Bolts does damage. 1-on-1, sure, but he's going straight. Oh! He gets away. 1 HP. Headtrick, how are you still alive? How is this clutch still a conversation? Up the ladder. Henny with the USP out. Headtrick staring at a smoke now. Henny up and out. 1 HP. With this spot in Cologne essentially up for debate. Doesn't matter when you've got an AWP, both of these players, 1 bullet will do it.
Remember, no kit. They couldn't afford one.
Good point. Play time. Headtrick has the same premonition.
He can't find him. He can't find him. Henny, the clock. The clock.
Out of time. Oh, spots him. That's it. Surely Headtrick's done it. I can't quite believe it. He was dropping down the vents. It was supposed to be done. And Henny silenced by Headtrick. No time for this one. And the 15th is theirs. 1 point of health, Chad.
And Henny is distraught. That right there dropped down the vent right into his, what should have been the demise, what should have been round number 15 for Imperial. Look at this, down the vent. Headtrick turns his back and pops up the ladder. How does he get away with this one?
Again, we just talked about nuance. We talked about the tiniest fractions. Never mind. 1 HP, a point of damage. A teammate with a misfire. An IP walking in contact. And that's Brolan caught out. Jota activates. Henny contributes. And that's got to give him something. 3 frags. With the limited resources, Hampus is hoping to catch him in transition, and Vinny has been caught. Hampus communicating a lot, res to react. The 2 Swedes now probably transition. Sweden versus Brazil. 55 seconds.
Phelps is in the perfect position. Res. He's going to go up the ladder to his demise.
He's lost the bomb down the ladder at least. Perhaps a conversation to be had, but what's Hampus to do?
Oh, coming up secret. Bolts might have the perfect timing. Hampus got the back turned. Hampus is ready for this.
Out. They're taking it. Surely to overtime now. 5 HP left on him. Hampus's days are numbered.
That just dropped just under sub 30. What is Hampus meant to do? What is he meant to do?
Hope that he's not looking, and he tries a speculative spray.
It's over. We're going to overtime.
And that 3K from Jota and Henny. The conversation. They save it. They never gave up. Staring in the face of complete oblivion. Into the smoke. Config's anticipating it, staring at it. They're next to each other. Oh, Rez dinked, but his weapon's better. Phelps' reaction's impressive. He's managed to already tuck in. Might be overlooked, but Config's cleared him out. Nicely done as NIP look to take their first of this overtime.
And he's not too far away here. If they overstep the mark, Jota's coming in from main. They would need to give them a reason to go for this, and Headtrick says no. If they can grab one, you go fishing late in this stage. Anything can happen. Players overstepping their positions, re-peeking, causing some issues as short. Henny will grab one, but this isn't the type of retake he should be considering. Are they going to feed him any more here? Push from Squeaky. He's grabbed another. Seems to be aware of everything.
He's got config as well. Henny, if you had the kit, he's just going to run at it.
There's one backside.
There is one backside. He is not going to have time. Needs to kill Hut now, immediately, and Pronin will save him from red faces, but Henny, he keeps him honest. He keeps him honest, reminds him who they're trifling with.
There's nobody home to worry about here. And oh, Phelps.
Just in time. Say that a lot with Phelps in his positioning. Oh, eats the flash. No one's looking. He's still alive. He gets a frag. Brolin needs revenge. Config will put him to rest, but already a contribution. In these awkward environments, it seems Imperial's individuals still managed to get something. Hot fight. Elevated angles. Hiding in the smoke. Vinny delivers. Hampus will keep it level. And it's still, oh, not finishing it.
No!
Bolts was stuck between two different frags, and no, the trigger discipline doesn't get rewarded. Rez with that AWP and the low HP contributes for their 17.
He went for a 1-on-4. He's definitely going for a 1-on-2.
He's coming for a knock. He's coming for a look. Rez a hobby AWPer. Henny, this is his main profession. Ready for this angle for the clear. Baits the shot. A pot shot through the wall, and now an AK-47 to try and find them both. Molly might do it if he could just find Hampus. Rez has to go wide. It might spread out. Yeah, Hampus good for it. Keeping their head above water. And to remind you, T-side, we just saw NIP kind of get swallowed by the moment in there.
Again, this similar scene. It's a top go. Rez is out hot fast.
Very fast, so quick. Bolts is still blind. Brolin right behind. Vinny's gone, and there's more to be done. Phelps caught in main, and that looks like a perfect T-side. Many would consider that to be curtains for Imperial's journey here in Cologne. Jota caught standing still like a statue. And Henny, no reason not to give it the beans, as it were. An 18 secured in the first half of overtime. I mean, NIP would have bit your arm off for 2, never mind 3.
Yeah, just any hit couldn't be a nuisance in these early rounds, right? Could only really come alive late where he was trying to win out clutches with that AWP. So they've been able to avoid him and the big green, and there's definitely a change of demeanor in the camp here. It's going to have to be 3 consecutive rounds out of Imperial on their T side if we want to go double OT. They pushed NIP, they've made them work, they've shown heart, they've shown grit, they've shown determination here today, the Brazilians. But this might be it.
What a game.
Sit and wait mentality.
He's looking at his teammates monitor. Make sure you have your eyes on the prize here as they're coming his way. Swinging through, lining up, and a triple spray to finish it all and break Brazilian hearts. Hampus, a prime position. Jota, not his next victim, but Config there for the trade as the Ninjas in pajamas secure it. And they are locked in for the group stage. A sigh of relief and a rabid roar. The Ninjas in pajamas send Imperial home.
What a hard-fought battle, and no better way than Hampus with a multi-kill on the final round. The returning in-game leader took some leave, came back, took back over the reins, and takes his team to the group stage of IEM Cologne in 2023. But on the other side, a distraught-looking Henny here. You can understand. We saw the moments in that game. He's an emotional player. Put his heart on his sleeve. They played a good game. This is a new roster as well. The addition of Henny and Phelps, and both of them showed up in this series. Respect from both of these teams. A great game, a fun match, but NIP are victorious.